Now, the product has been on the market for 15 years. It is registered with the EPA as it reduces emissions by 20 to 50% on average. But more importantly, it improves mileage to the point where one tablet, when dropped into a gas tank at fill-up, saves the customer $10 to $15 per tank on average. Now, this is based upon the price of gas at $3 a gallon. Naturally, if the price of fuel is higher, the savings is greater. Now, the way this works is this burns off deposits inside a car or a truck engine. This works for both gas and diesel engines. This is an engine here at the top before the product was used, and down below afterwards. Now, can you see a big difference here?
Oh, yeah.
One of our largest accounts is currently the city of Los Angeles, California. They have been using our products now for more than a decade. This is Kevin Acebo here, the former deputy mayor of LA. Let's see what he has to say.
In my role as a former deputy mayor for Los Angeles, helping the city go green and save money was always a focus. Green Fuel Tabs delivers on both counts by saving fuel and reducing emissions.
Now, I'm going to run through what the company is all about here, Robert. I'm going to be getting into testimonials and reports from trucking companies confirming the product works, reports from taxi companies confirming that it works. I'm going to get into how the company pays us. They provide us with a Visa debit card that can pay us quickly and on a daily basis. I'm going to get into our marketing system, which involves absolutely no cold calling ever. We do not try to sell things to our friends or family. None of that. We do not work out of our homes. We take inbound calls from pre-qualified interested people. I'll explain exactly how that works. I'm going to get into our compensation plan. We'll be covering the upfront commissions, the residuals the company pays us. We're getting into the 25% check matching bonuses they also provide us with, along with team overrides should you decide to build a marketing team. I'm going to get into the $600 a month car allowance the company provides us with. Now, even though this position here, Robert, involves working completely from within your home, the company still provides us with a $600 a month car allowance just as an additional incentive. They also provide us with a $2,500 per month housing allowance. Now, when I do these interviews, Robert, I'm very, very thorough. I make it a point to present everything completely. You've got visuals here to look over as I'm talking to you about this. And when I finish, I take all the time you want to answer all of your questions, make sure everything is crystal clear. And in return, I ask just one simple thing, just a decision. Either you want to do this or you don't. If you're one of those people that has to go meditate, do this, or check this out, or whatever it is, right? Let me know now.
Absolutely, and I can tell you yes or no today.
And I appreciate that because I've got three interviews lined up right now. My time is a little bit limited here. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, starting off with this is reports the product works. This is a trucking company here. What we have now, they have a fleet of these large semi-tractor trailer rigs. They took 2 of their trucks out of their fleet, and they very closely monitored and recorded the truck's fuel consumption before and after using our product. Now, before using it, this truck was averaging 6.52 miles to the gallon. Afterwards, went up to 7.56. That's a 16% improvement in mileage here. This truck over here was averaging 4.94 miles to the gallon, and afterwards went up to 5.78. That's a 16.4% improvement. Over here, this is a taxi company, and they tested our products with these big Ford Crown Victoria taxi cabs. With 100% city driving, they saw their mileage improve by 15.3%. Can you see that right there? Yep. This next one over here, this is a very rather interesting one. This is a hybrid automobile. This is what's called a Honda Insight. And the gentleman who owns the car was getting 43 miles to the gallon. Well, he put in half a tablet into his fuel tank. And he watched his mileage go from 43 to how much over here?
57.
Right. And by the way, the reason he put half a tablet, you see, is these tablets are designed to condition 20 gallons of fuel. Well, the car only has a 10-gallon gas tank. So he put half a tablet in, still saw his mileage go from 43 to 57. He wrote, that's a 14 mile per gallon increase over my usual 43. I don't know what's in them, but wow. Bottom line is the product truly works. There is no way Something like this could have been on the market for 15 years if it didn't work. Now, up until recently, this has been sold at truck stops and auto parts stores. And the problem is the company was just not getting the level of sales that they were looking for. So a couple months back, they decided they want to switch their marketing strategy over from a retail environment to a network marketing business model where you have an organization of sales associates across the country. They contacted one of the leaders in this industry, a gentleman named Scott Chandler. They said, Scott, we'd like you to come aboard and help us build a sales organization. Well, what he said was, before I do this, let me check out your compensation plan first. Well, he looked it over, called the company back the following day, and politely declined their offer. And when they asked him why, he said, you just don't pay enough. Well, a few days later, the company called him back. And they said, Scott, we thought about what you said there, and we'd like to have you on board. If you want to take the position, we'll give you full authorization to completely rewrite the compensation plan. Well, he took the offer. Now, if you're in a position to write your own compensation plan, you think it might make it a bit generous?
Yeah, I think you would.
Of course. And that's exactly what he did. And I have to tell you, I have been in this business for 19 years, since 1994, and I've looked at dozens of compensation plans in my time, and I've never seen one that pays this kind of money. Now, if this turns out to be something that you're looking to become involved in over here, Robert, are you looking to make just a little extra on the side, maybe a few hundred a week, or some serious income? Now, I define serious as incomes of $10,000 and $20,000 a month and higher. So tell me which way would you want to go? A little extra money part-time, some serious dollars?
No, I'm in it for the serious dollars.
Okay, all right. So with that in mind, there's three components that you want to look for. Number one, you want to have a product that has mass appeal. Now, if I walked into any gas station on the planet, walked up to somebody pumping gas in their car, and I said to them, would you like to spend less money on fuel? What do you think the answer is going to be?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so you have a product with mass appeal. Number two, you want to have a product with a very, very high reorder rate. So not only does this product save a great deal of money as far as fuel is concerned, but I had a trucker told me one time, and this kind of surprised me. This fellow had been using our products now for over 5 years, and he said to me, Don, he says, even if the product did not save me money on fuel, I'd still use it. And I was very surprised when he said that. I said, why is that? He said, we see, as truckers, we have to have our engines overhauled about every 1,000,000 miles. And it's rather expensive. Typically costs anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000. And the truck's out of commission for about 7 to 10 days. And since I've been using this product here, I've been able to extend those overhaul periods from 1,000,000 miles between overhauls to 2,000,000 miles. Okay?
Wow.
Because the engines run so clean, it doesn't have to be torn down as often and so forth. Well, that's a major, major savings to those people. So between the lower fuel costs and the higher, lower maintenance costs, lower fuel costs, the reorder rate is very, very high because the product does work. Now, the third component, so you want to have a product with a mass appeal with a very high reorder rate. And the third component to maximize your income in this business here is to build a team. Because as you build a team, this is one thing you can be absolutely assured of going to happen because it's happening to me. You can have people join your team. Maybe some guy comes aboard and his uncle runs a trucking company. And through that personal connection he has with his uncle, he's in a position to bring that company in, you see, as a customer. In the process of that, he gets 15% of all the sales, and you get 15% of all the sales. You see? A classic example, I had a fellow on my team, a young man named Jay up in Indianapolis, Indiana. He calls me up the day after he enrolled. He calls me up and he says, Don, he says, got a question for you. Does this product work on diesel engines too? I said, it certainly does. I said, well, great. Well, my father owns a heating oil company, and I'm going to talk to my dad about this. Well, see, his father owned a heating oil company with these 20 of these big diesel trucks that drive around town delivering oil to people's homes. Well, he had his father try it out in one of his trucks. Sure enough, it worked. And now his dad is one of our customers here. You see? That happens quite often, you see. So the reason is, when you have a person on your team who's got that personal contact, they can get in the door where a total stranger approaching that company would have a very hard time. You see what I'm saying?
I do, absolutely.
So building a team is the way to go. Now, how does the company pay us? Well, they provide us with these Visa debit cards here. And the way it works is when a transaction occurs where a commission is generated, our computers calculate the commissions and send us an email telling us how much money we just made, and those funds go onto the debit cards. Now, the card can be used as a regular Visa card. A person can go online, make purchases, or pay bills. They can pull out up to $1,000 a day in cash from an ATM machine, or if they so choose, they can have the funds on the debit card transferred over to their bank for a flat 50-cent transfer fee. Now, the reason that we use these debit cards here is because we have people who work for us in other countries. So it doesn't matter if you live in Jacksonville or Jakarta, anywhere in the world, as long as you have that card there in your pocket, we can pay our people quickly and on a daily basis. You see, does it make sense?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And that's why we use it. So now you come aboard. You earn up to $2,000 a week from any accounts that you bring in. When you sponsor 2 people, you become a double diamond. Well, now you're up to $3,000 a week from the sales of your team there. Now, in our company, you're being paid down through multiple levels here, 15%. At this level here, double diamond, up to $3,000 a week. On top of that, you've got a 25% check matching bonus on people that you refer to the company yourself. And that means that from that point on, whatever they're making, 25% is going into your pocket there. You see? Okay? So let's say you brought 20 people to the company. When they're averaging maybe $2,000 a month apiece. Well, 20 people at $2,000 a month each, that's $40,000 a month. That's you get 25% of that. Well, that's $10,000 a month right there. Okay? And you're going to find, we're starting to notice some things happening here. We're seeing people from other companies coming over to us now. We just had a very, very large group. Their leaders just came in last week. And because they're coming over because we pay more, and we pay more often, you see. So as they come over, they start bringing their teams with them. It does very, very nice things to your bank account, you see.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So now you've got 5 more people you brought in. You're now at what's called a triple diamond. So you're up to $6,000 a week maximum from the sales of your team. But now you're also getting paid a 25% check matching bonus on 2 levels of people. Let's say you got those 20 people there, and they're averaging, say, 5 enrollments apiece. Now, will everyone on your team enroll 5 people? No. Some of those people may not enroll anybody. On the other hand, you'll have guys like me who will bring in 50 or 100 people, you see, which can definitely increase your averages. So you get those 20 people averaging, say, 5 enrollments apiece. Well, that's 100 people on your second level there. You get those 120 people all together. You're getting paid 25% of what those people are making. Paid to you daily. Now, the magic number in our business that I've learned is 25. When you hit 25 people, something very interesting begins to happen. It starts growing by itself. And it's one of the most exciting things I've ever seen. It just starts growing and growing. I started noticing my team is starting to grow by, 2, 3 people a day. And then it kept growing. Now it's, 5, 10 people a day. And it keeps going up. And now it's up to about 15 to 20 people a day. And as it's growing and growing like that, now I've got people in the Philippines, I've got people in Cyprus, and we've got about to have a guy come aboard this coming week from South Africa. As it starts growing in other countries, it starts growing very, very quickly. And the reason is simple. Most other countries, their income levels are nowhere near as what people make in the U.S. You see? I mean, over in the Philippines, you're making $1,000 a week, which in this business here is very, very attainable. Right. In the Philippines, you're making $1,000 a week. I mean, that's a king's ransom over there. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Right. Okay. Now you've got 10 more people on your team. You'd have 17 now altogether. You have 17 people that you brought in. You're what's known as a blue diamond. So now you're up to $9,000 a week from the sales of your people of your team. Now, at this point, you could find yourself being paid down 20, 30, even 40 generations here, up to a maximum of $9,000 a week. But on top of that, you're getting a 25% check matching bonus on 3 levels of people. Now, Robert, this is what brought me to this company. I have seen other companies offer check matching bonuses, but the most I've ever seen is 15%. We're over here paying 25. Most I've ever seen with other companies, they pay one level of check matching bonuses, just people you brought in the company yourself. They don't go below that. Now we're over here in 3 generations. So back to that example I was just talking about. You enroll 20 people. They average 5 people in themselves. That's 100 in your second level. They're averaging 5 enrollments apiece. That's 500 in your third level. The 620 people, you're getting paid 25% of what they're making on a daily basis here, you see. So, you know, you've got your business there, but this thing, once it gets up and running, it's just like it's just got its own momentum established here, and the way it grows, it's definitely a good secondary income, and you may find, as I have found, I do this full time, that it becomes your primary income because we end up paying more than what you're making with your current situation over there. Now, by the way, at this level here, at your Blue Diamond or higher for 3 months, we also send you on vacation. Go to this resort over here for 5 days. We pay for the airfare, the hotel. Now, have you ever been to this place? You know where this place is here?
I've seen it. I've not been there, but yeah. That's,
okay.
Is that out near Dubai out there?
No, there's actually 2 of them. There's one in Dubai. Well, this one is in Nassau in the Bahamas. Now you got 15 more people on your team. You're what's called a presidential diamond here. You got a total of 32 people altogether. You got the $20,000 a week maximum from the sales of your team there, and it just keeps going down and down. Up at this point, you could be getting paid down to even 50 or 80 or even 100 levels at this point here, to a maximum of $20,000 a week, plus a 25% check matching bonus on 4 generations. Amazing. Going back to that example, you have 20 people you brought in, average 5 people apiece. That's 102nd level. 500 in your third level, averaging 5 people apiece. That's 2,500 in your fourth level. That's 3,100 people getting paid 25% of the income there. See? Yep. So even if your other business takes off, you start pulling down 20, 30, 40,000 a month here. That can be one heck of a good retirement.
Yep, not too bad.
Uh-huh. And finally, you have 20 more people that have come aboard. You have 52 people total, which you can do that 2 months, 3 months if you're slow. At this point, you've got up to $50,000 a week maximum from the sales of your team, plus check matching bonuses over here on 4 generations. Now, there's something else you have to consider. I don't know if you're following the economic trends, but they expect that the cost of fuel over the next few years is going to go up even more. I was reading about those shale formations over there in North Dakota and South Dakota. You know, they're getting all that oil up there right now, right? And those oil formations are rather shallow. They expect them to run out in another couple of years. And those
yeah, and I'm real familiar with the industry of the fuel. It's all artificially held down the pricing, so it's going to continue to go up.
Right. So when the cost of fuel starts hitting, $5, $6, $7 a gallon, what's going to happen to the demand for this product here, which will kick up your mileage typically 15 to 20%?
Yeah.
It's going to. I mean, this is based on $3 a gallon, saving $10 to $15 per tank. Well, at $6 a gallon, you're looking at $20 to $30 per tank. That is significant. And something else to consider, that we do business in all the countries of the world except for about a dozen countries we don't do business in. But if the country is what I call normal, okay, no problem. You see, well, the thing is, like this gentleman I just enrolled over in Cyprus, he was telling me he's actually Greek, and in Greece now they're paying around $10 to $11 a gallon for fuel over there.
Yeah.
You see, so the savings to those people, it could be $30 or $40 or $50 a fill up. You see, right? Which is truly significant. Now, on the car bonus, how this works is when you have 10 or more people on your team, and 5 of those people earning at least $2,000 a month for 2 months in a row, well, your car bonus kicks in $600 a month. Now, this is one question I always enjoy asking people. So, what kind of car would you get?
I'd probably get a Porsche.
Well, I have to tell you, I had a 911 Turbo, and I got to tell you, the darn thing rides like a stagecoach. It's just very, just the suspension is so hard. It's just not really comfortable car to drive in here. You may want to think about something else, but I wasn't too happy with that car. All right.
Mercedes and BMWs and all, you name it. So.
Yeah, there's some very nice sports cars out there these days, especially the new Jaguar, by the way. That's one hell of a good-looking car. Take a look at that car. Okay, over here on the right, you have 20 people on your team. 5 of those people earning at least $10,000 a month for 2 months in a row. Well, your housing allowance kicks in here. Now, this can actually be used for just about anything. You can use it to pay your existing house payment. If you want to buy a larger home, you use it for that. You want to buy a vacation property or a boat or a super nice car, whatever appeals to you. Okay. So these 2 bonuses here, which total out to $3,100 a month, these are paid monthly. Everything else is paid daily. So what questions have you got for me here?
Okay, yeah, no, I think what you're showing is real good. Question for you, it looks like the model, and not that it's a problem, but the model, is the money coming from the commitments that each
Simple. First of all, I've got people on my team. They're bringing large accounts. Some of these people, taxi companies, delivery companies, construction companies. Some of these companies, my guys are using a pretty good amount of product here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'd say right now, it's probably 50-50 between the people on my team, and the other 50% is accounts that they have that are purchasing their product for their businesses. You see, like with Jay, his father's heating oil business, and we've got different kinds of trucking companies and so forth using our product, that kind of stuff. So it's about, I haven't tracked it. From what I can see, it looks like it's about a 50-50 split. The number 2 producer in this company is a fellow named Dale. I trained him myself. Dale had literally 0 experience in this business before he came to us. He was a former stockbroker. And he learned the system, and he's over there just rocking and rolling. He's out in California. That's the kind of stuff that can happen. So if you're willing to learn, I'm willing to train you and put you in a position where you've got a substantial income coming in as you build your investment business. What we have here is 7 factors that have come together. Number 1, a product that is good for the environment as it reduces vehicle emissions by 20 to 50% and has universal appeal. Everyone wants to save money on fuel. Correct?
Yep.
Okay. Number 2, a 15-year-old product that is registered with the EPA, has been tested time and again, and has been proven to work, and is backed by an unconditional 100% money-back guarantee. The guarantee is in writing. It's right over here. So if the product doesn't work, here's your money back, you see.
Yep.
Number 3, an in-demand product with a very high reorder rate that can generate a lucrative residual income that can pay you day after day for years to come. Unlike other companies that pay residuals monthly, we pay ours daily. Number 4, a business opportunity that enables you to recoup your initial startup fee in just a few days. 3 people join your team, there's your money back. Earn as much money as you want and make it possible for you to work from your home on your schedule, not someone else's. An opportunity to work anywhere in the world and where just 2 large accounts that are brought in by you or someone on your team can pay residuals of 20, 50, even 100,000 per year or more. Number 5, an opportunity to get on the ground floor of a company that's poised to become a major entity in the $3 trillion a year energy industry. The amount of money people spend on fuel, over $3 trillion a year. In our product, we can handle gas, diesel, we can handle hybrids, we can do yachts, we can do even home heating furnaces. It makes those run more efficiently. The only thing we can't do or won't do is right now is airplanes, because they have to be approved by the FAA, and there's a lot of regulatory issues with that. But everything else, no problem. Experience has shown that those who have the vision to join a network marketing company early often become the top income earners in that company. We have between 500 to 600 associates worldwide. That's it, 500 to 600. So we're truly talking a ground floor situation here, an opportunity. Number 6, a unique and very lucrative compensation plan that makes it possible to reach the highest pay level in less than 90 days and pays you daily 25% check matching bonuses through 4 generations of associates in your organization, plus team overrides. Now, I didn't even get to those. As people join your team, you're paid overrides anywhere from $3 to $39 a person, depending upon what level you were at and what level they're at. So the bigger the differential, the more overrides you get paid. So if you're at the top position, presidential ambassador, person comes in who's a simple diamond, they first start off, get a $39 override right there, which may not seem like much, but when you start having 10, 20, 30, 50 people a day joining your team, getting overrides, maybe averaging $10, $20 a person, definitely adds up, you see? Yep. And top producer's bonus pool. The company sets aside right around 1% of their revenues and deposits into a special account, and the top producers split that money up here. There is no other company in this industry that pays its people this well. Absolutely correct. Number 7, a simple and completely duplicatable marketing system that does not involve home meetings, cold calling, or having to sell to or recruit friends or relatives, and one that enables a person with little or no experience in the network marketing industry to succeed. Once again, I've been in this business for 19 years over here, Robert, and I see the biggest reason I saw people failing is because they didn't have a system to follow. When you tell a person to make a list of your friends and family and go chase them, that doesn't work. They get shot down, they get demoralized, and they disappear. Okay? Yeah. When you take that out of the equation, you say, okay, here's what you do. Step 1, step 2, step 3, like this, right? A plan that they can follow, that they feel comfortable with, that puts a whole different dynamic on the whole thing here, and you start seeing massive growth like this. Yeah. It works. It works. Well, is this something you'd like to be part of?
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
And I'd love to work with you here.
I'd like to ask you a simple question. How would you like to save between 25 cents and $1 on every gallon of gasoline or diesel fuel that you purchase? How would you like to get paid showing others how to do the same thing? Well, I already know the answer before you say a word. Of course you would. This product's been used now for the past 15 years by individuals, by farmers, fishermen, truck drivers, major companies, and municipalities around the world. It's manufactured right here in the United States. Many people feel they've been taken advantage of at the gas pump. How about you? But now it's as a product that we can all use and fight back against the high price of gasoline or diesel fuel. How would you like to be a part of that? Our product is quite simply a little green pill. It's a 100% natural product, and it contains no harmful ingredients like mothballs or naphthalene. So that means it's safe to handle and doesn't smell bad. As a matter of fact, it's safe for your car, for your truck, for your motorcycle, your motorhome, anything with a combustible engine. When this little green pill dissolves, that's when the magic begins. Well, actually it's not magic, because there's a lot of science and a lot of know-how behind the engineering of this product. It's safe for your vehicle, it'll increase the horsepower, it'll increase your fuel mileage, and it will help the environment by reducing tailpipe emissions by up to 50%. But most importantly, we have a business opportunity for people just like you and me that affords the average person the opportunity to earn an above-average income. When you start a business, there's 3 main ingredients that you need to have to be successful. We like to call them the 3 Ps: the product, the people, and the pay plan. When you look at a product, it should have mass appeal, and it should work without having a big learning curve. When you look at the people running the business, they should have good business experience and the integrity to back it up. And when it comes to the pay plan, it has to be simple, and it has to be easy for a person to get the money back that they started with. But at the same time, giving people the opportunity to earn more money in a month than they earn in a year if they apply themselves. Guys, we feel like we have the best of the 3 Ps here at Zaz Marketing. Do you know anyone who uses gasoline or diesel fuel? Of course you do. Almost everyone. The testimonies that are coming in from around the globe are putting smiles on the faces of thousands of people. My wife and I drive a 2012 Chevy Avalanche pickup. We're getting a 4 mile per gallon increase in our mileage, which is a savings of 23%. Guys, it doesn't matter if you drive a pickup truck or a luxury car, our product flat out works. That's what makes the first P, or the first ingredient, so great. We have a product that works, and it has mass appeal. And oh, by the way, for those of you who are wondering, Yes, our product is EPA registered. The second P is the people behind the business, Mr. Jim Lynch. He's the engineer behind the scenes with over 35 years of experience. Our little green peel has been produced since 1999, and Jim currently has the ability to produce over 1 million per day. There are average people just like you and me that are earning hundreds and thousands of dollars working their own home-based business. Even though we don't make income claims, our pay plan is what makes the third P, or the third ingredient, so important. You can earn a few $100s a week, or you can earn up to over $1 million a year. It's entirely up to you. We encourage you to take a good close look at what we have.